What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into the channel. My name is Rock Soldier, and today we're going to be reacting to Save Me by Josh A off of the Disgrace album. Now I know we're having a Saturday upload for those of you that made a cut to my YouTube post or the Discord announcement I made. We lost power here yesterday at my apartment, so we weren't able to get the upload in yesterday, so we're going to get it in today, guys. So super excited to check this one out, guys. We got Save Me, Josh A. Let's get it.
I think too much, so I'll write this down.
So I didn't see any credit for a feature on this. So is this kind of like one of those things that like NF does, right? Because you know NF usually has like a woman's voice in some of the songs, or what seems to appear as a woman's voice, and it's really just NF playing with the pitches of his own voice. So is that kind of what we're getting here? Because there's no credit for anybody else. So is Josh like playing with the pitches a little bit?
Yeah, I think too much, so I'll write this down. Put my soul into these sounds. These sounds gave me some success, but I still frown no matter what I make. So breathe in, breathe out. I don't wanna be this way. Drive too fast, too dangerous on the road, so I could feel something like, yeah, I'm finally rich, but my mental's in a ditch, and I've been in that gray abyss where sadness and the great eclipse. And lately it's been getting harder to breathe. At night I stare up at the ceiling, racing thoughts, I can't sleep. It's getting harder to breathe. Yeah.
That was clean. I mean, so far this song is already clean. I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of, man, because it reminds me. Maybe it is NF. Maybe it reminds me of like an NF song almost, but like which one? I can't really think. It's not one of his newer ones, is it? I don't know, but nonetheless, man. Yeah, I mean, sometimes our biggest enemies is definitely ourselves, right? And that comes in a lot of different ways. Usually some kind of like depression or lack of like self-confidence, anxiousness, right? That kind of type thing, right? And so, you know, Josh saying, you know, despite, you know, using music as a way to cope and, you know, using music as a way to be successful, you know, he's still not like fully happy, you know, within his own life, right?
Eclipse. Lately it's been getting harder to breathe. At night I stare up at the ceiling, racing thoughts, I can't sleep. It's getting harder to breathe. Yeah.
I do like the chorus. I guess like the biggest questions we have, right, you know, is we don't really know who he's asking to save him, right? Whether it's us, whether you know it's God, you know, someone close to him, right? We don't really know, and then we don't quite know to what extent, like what word he's using, under, right? We don't really know what like under is exactly. I mean, that could just be, you know, kind of going into a depression, or just kind of, you know, feeling like trapped and drowned within your own head, or if we're talking like something extreme, you know, like self-harm. So we don't really know what those are, right? But nonetheless, you know, like I was saying, sometimes, you know, the biggest enemy is your own self, and you just gotta keep fighting, you know.
Used to wanna be famous, but right now I walk around aimless. Been to doctors, been to therapy, but they can find where the pain is. Told them my face numb and I'm stressed out. Well, my career is the best now, so they just gave me pills to numb the pain, but that don't work for me. I wrote about better days, but now I think it's just a fantasy. Cause all I have are lesser days and everyone's abandoned me. I try to chase nostalgia, but it never feels the same. So if I disappear, just know I'm in a better place.
Well, I do kind of feel like that last line, like, definitely answered the question about where kind of Under was going, right? Because, you know, so if I disappear, just know I'm in a better place. Well, I guess it didn't, right? Because disappear could just mean just not being like socially active, right? Just not making music, right? Just not really having a presence online and just kind of going off and doing his own thing. I mean, I'm sure he could, right, with the money he's made in his career, right, kind of just, you know, buy a piece of land somewhere, buy a little house or whatever, and just go do his own thing, right? And kind of, you know, just kind of fade back, right? But the whole, like, you know, we gotta backtrack here a little bit, because the whole, like, doctors prescribing pills and stuff, man. I mean, like, the whole thing has always been really touchy for me, because it almost seems like any artist that ever talks about, you know, a doctor trying to prescribe them pills, man, it just seems like it's like the worst thing possible, right? So to me, like, you know, the fact that, like, this is still a thing, it seems like a bit, you know, ridiculous almost. But here, so he said, yeah, I wrote about better days, but now I think it's just a fantasy, right? Better days is in quotes here on the lyrics I'm looking at, which makes me think that it's a song, but I don't think I've heard Better Days, so I can't really make the connection there other than the title, right? So just kind of that struggle of seeing, like, the light at the end of a tunnel, right? Or seeing the upswing on the roller coaster, however you want to put it, right? And, you know, some days are like that, man. I mean, some days it is really hard and you're really down low, and it is really hard to see, you know, that it will be better at some point, you know?
Enemy. I try to chase nostalgia, but it never feels the same. So if I disappear, just know I'm in a better place. Save me from myself. I really need your help. I'm going under. Save me from myself. I don't really want to wonder if I'm really going under. Save me from myself. I really need your help.
I need to know if this is Josh just doing different pitches to the voice, or if there's somebody else on this track.
Save me from myself. I really need your help. I'm going under.
All right, so that was Save Me by Josh A off of the Disgrace album, man. I gotta say, I enjoyed it. It really gave me, like, those, like, NF vibes, like I was trying to say in the beginning. Especially with the chorus and how it was in the beat. You know, very, like, simplistic, but very, like, emotional all at the same time. So, I mean, the track as a whole is very relatable, because I think at some point or another, you know, we've all kind of struggled with our mind, you know, kind of like playing tricks on us, so to speak, right? Even if it's not on, like, the grand level of, like, you know, depression or anxiety and stuff. You know, at some point or another, I feel like we've all called ourselves stupid, right? And it's even just something as little as that does make a huge difference in how you perceive yourself, right? So, you know, self-love and self-care, man, is super important. You know, and obviously at this time, you know, Josh was going through it hard, and, you know, made this super relatable track that I think, you know, all of us can relate to some extent, right? So, you know, overall, man, I gotta say I enjoyed this one, and hopefully you guys did as well. If you did, please make sure to leave a like, hit that sub button, hit that bell, we're dropping the next one. And that's all I got for you guys for now. It's your boy Rock Soldier. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, that day tomorrow. See you guys in the next one. Alright, guys, peace.